Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Street Smart Millionaire. Well, I am in San Antonio, Texas. I am working on my big semi-annual event. I've got 120 guests that paid $5,000 to spend 3 days with me. I got 340 members here that spend $40,000 a year. We're working on generating leads, working on our teams, managing our money, investing and giving. We're having a great time. Today, I want to talk about one of my clients that I was just coaching an hour ago. So this is a realtor. His name is Adam. He's the best realtor I've ever coached in my life. Now that's saying a lot. I've been coaching realtors for 30 years. Let me tell you about his business. This month in May, he has 14 closings, $480,000 in GCI revenue. That's his top line sales commission. He has $80,000 in expenses. He will net about $405,000 in a month as a realtor. Now listen, he works too much. He's got team issues. We're working on a lot of things. And what we coached on today was how much of the load do you want to carry? Right now, he carries most of the load. So he's like Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan won a championship. He did everything, scored the most points, got the most rebounds, played the best defense. And then Michael Jordan got Phil Jackson. And when he got Phil Jackson is when Michael Jordan changed. If you study Michael Jordan, if you study Phil Jackson, they talk about significantly the defining moment in Michael Jordan when Phil said, Michael, if you want to win championships, you've got to empower the team and score less. From then on, Michael Jordan won 6 national championships and went down in history as one of the greatest basketball players of all times, led the dream team to the first gold medal under Chuck Daly's guidance, who I knew was a great coach. And I idolized Chuck Daly. He was the Pistons coach at the time. Just unbelievable how that changed. Well, Adam is one of those guys like Michael Jordan that he puts up all the deals by himself, doesn't have any agents. He has some support team, and we're hiring more support people. So currently we have 5 support people and 2 sales helpers. These are salaried agents, showing agents that get a salary and show property. They're not commission agents. So they're Adam's client. And Adam will say this, Rick, I want to help you and Britt find the right farm. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to go out and look with Sean, and you're going to go look at farms. And when you find something you like, I'm going to come out there and I'm going to do the second showing and I'll negotiate the deal because you're my client. I want to take care of you. Sean is only here to help you. That's how a showing agent works. Now in real estate, how a buyer agency works, like having a commission person on your team. Hey, Rick, I'm really glad you called me. I'm going to give you to Sean. He's going to take care of you. Anything you need, call him. I hope he does a good job. That's how a buyer agency works. We want to be top producing agents that have showing agents. So Adam has support staff, 5 of them. They do all the videos. They set up all the listings. They do all the paperwork. They do all the follow-up. They manage his schedule. They do his gifting. They do his events. So he has a support team and he has a helper sales team. Now, he does not have a right hand. He does not have a Scottie Pippen, and he is dominant. And I'm telling you, we talked about it today. We are going to 20 sales a month for $30 million. That's what we are going with his business. We are breaking records. We are having fun. Now, I will tell you this. He loves God. He loves his wife, and he loves his family. So I will tell you this. There are people that are super duper driven, but have some balance. So I'm telling you, Adam is a very crazy good man. And I consider myself a very crazy good man. I will tell you this. I love Jesus. I love my wife, Britt. I'm very proud of my 2 daughters and my 5 grandchildren. They're all doing really, really well. I work really hard. I recreate really hard. I play poker on Thursdays. I used to play basketball, but right now my hand is still sore from Thanksgiving. I don't know how I hurt my hand in Thanksgiving, but I hurt my hand in Thanksgiving. I can't even get my wedding ring off, which who knows, maybe a good thing, but I can't even get my wedding ring off right now. My hand is still here, or I will be playing basketball. I drive cars on Saturday. I like to cut grass at the farm. I'm telling you, I want you all to be crazy driven at work. I want you to be like, focus, vision. Now, I just had a realtor come in that I just started coaching to see me for half an hour. And I showed him Adam's numbers and he was blown away. Adam has 120 conversations a week. He has 35 leads, converted 15 to deals, mostly like of his 14 deals, 10 were either past clients that came back or past clients who referred him a client, and 4 were VIPs. I'm just telling, he's got a really good business. He doesn't spend much money. I will tell you this, he's crazy as a loon, but he's my kind of crazy. He is just focused and driven on his business. I'll tell you this, most of you that are listening to this, you're playing at about 3rd grade level. You are not crushing it. If you're not making, just so you know, I make 45 outbound calls a day. I have 400 Zoom meetings a week. Last month, we had 320,000 people either watch a podcast or a video or download something. They either opened it or downloaded it. 320,000 people seeing my stuff. I average right at about 220 outbound calls a week. I talk to about 115 people a week on the phone. I have about 400 Zoom meetings a week. I've been traveling all over to get people to come to my event, to fill my event, because there's a lot of people in the coaching business. They can't charge $5,000. They can't charge $40,000 a year to get coaching because they don't do a great job, because they don't have expert coaches and they're not holding people accountable to high level. Now listen, I'm going nonstop. Like right after this webinar, I got to meet with one of my students that's from my church. And he's partnered with Joey Logano, the famous race car driver, and they started a production company, and I coach them. We got to look at his April P&L. We got to look at his finances, see what he's investing on. He has some team problems. I think it's really cool. So my church asked me if I wanted to serve, and of course I said yes. And I said, do you want me to be a greeter? They go, oh my gosh, no, we don't want you to be a greeter at the church. Are you kidding? I'd be yelling at people with flip-flops, yelling at people for not bringing in a Bible. So he says this, I know you coach business people on how to make more money. He says, why don't you take 10 business owners, coach them for me, teach them how to make more money so they give more money to church. So just so you know, being a steward of the money, very important to me. Being generous, very important to me. Helping people grow financially, very important to me. So I took these 10 business owners, and Warren is one of them. So Warren works for Joey Logano. He's like his manager, and they're partnered in this production company, and we're building it. I have another client from there that's a plumber. He went from making 170 to last year, he made $2.1 million. So listen, my coaching works in every industry. I got a hardscaper. Last year made $400,000 putting in brick paver patios. These people, I can't tell you how good coaching matters. And here's what I would tell you. You are who you hang out with. If you're hanging out with dogs, you're going to get fleas. If you're hanging out with eagles, you're going to do it. Listen, I hang out today. I got a Bible study at 5:30 with a guy that was a pretty famous pastor, married 46 years, puts his wife on a pedestal, has a doctorate in theology. He's one of the best Christian teachers I've ever known. I meet with him every Tuesday for 2 hours to help me be a better husband, be a better leader, and be a better Christian. And I'm in a Bible study with about 30 of my clients go to a men's Bible study every Wednesday night. Tonight, he will teach us Bible, and we will read probably 14 verses, and we'll talk about it, and he'll ask our questions, and he'll give us opinions, and he'll give us homework. So last week he said I had to get back to a gratitude journal, which don't tell him, but I never really enjoy it. So I got this gratitude journal. I'm writing 3 things I'm grateful for every day. So end of the day, I'm writing down 3 things I was grateful for. So what am I grateful for today? I'm grateful that I have a lot of clients here in San Antonio to work with me. I'm grateful that I have an opportunity to serve them. I'm grateful that you're all listening to the podcast. I'm grateful that I made money in the stock market today. So I will write those things down. So this is my homework that I've been given. I'm giving it to you. Write down 3 things at the end of the day that you're grateful for every single day. If a turkey sandwich made you grateful, write down a turkey sandwich. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be fancy. I think the point of the exercise is to make sure we're showing gratitude. And I think that for me, I talk about it all the time. My emotional range is mad to glad. I used to get angry, and I don't want to get angry anymore. And I've never been the kind of guy to get sad. Some people get sad. I never got sad, but I got really angry, which is another problem in itself. So I try to work on being glad and being mad. So back to Adam. I just think that he has broken records that the next student should break. I think I will show everybody in San Antonio his numbers, and he will break some records. I have 2 lenders that are doing $20 million a month as lenders, and they're making about $300,000 a month as lenders. They are killing it. So both are coaches of mine. They're my number one and number two lenders year to date. They both put up about 30 transactions a month, and they do big deals, and they do about 20 million. And between their commission and their branch, they make about 300. So you look at Adam Cobb doing 20 million a month as a realtor. You look at Casey and Brian doing 20 million as lenders. It's unbelievable. But unless you see it yourself, you can't be it. So for me, everything I've ever seen somebody do, I said, I can do that. Like I look at Roy, and he's such a good husband, and I'm not. I'm working on it, but he is such a good husband. Every day, he calls his wife at the end of the day, and he says, what can I stop and get you? Just so you know, I tried it, and she actually asked me to stop and get something. I said, you're crazy. I'm not stopping and getting that because I'm a selfish pig. So listen, I'm learning how to be selfless in my marriage and put my wife on a pedestal. It's like, it's like this farm thing. My purpose, and I spend a lot of time on people's purpose. My purpose is to create disciples, create millionaires, and teach life balance. I'm clear on my purpose. Everything I do, I want people to learn about Jesus and how to understand God and that he loves you and he forgives you and he has grace for you. Those things matter to me. And then I have faith, which is something I believe in, but I don't understand. So I think those words are important to me. And I think that I want to create millionaires because I think millionaires change the planet. I want to help people make $1 million so they can give away $100,000 a year, and they can save $200,000 a year, and they can live in a really nice house and raise really good kids. So it's important to me that I create millionaires. And then the third thing, because early on in my life, I was out of balance. I worked 80, 90 hours a week. I wasn't a good husband. I wasn't a good dad. I wasn't even a good person. Luckily, I had some coaches and mentors that came into my life that shook me up and knocked me around and changed my life and helped me be all I could be. So I'm just telling you that your purpose of why you're doing this matters. And most people don't understand. So listen, if your purpose is to provide for your family, write that down. If your purpose is to change the planet, write that down. There is no judgment around purposes. I'm just telling you, for me, I want to create disciples that love Jesus. I want to create millionaires. I want to teach life balance. This is what I want. My why did I get out of bed? But I will tell you, for a long time, my purpose was to provide for my family. And then my purpose was to accumulate wealth. I wanted to see if I could get to 5 million. Then when I got to 5 million, could I get to 10 million? Now, just so you know, after about 20 million in the bank, I stopped chasing those numbers. So I have a giant stock portfolio. I have a bunch of equity in real estate that's all free and click. So people are like, why do you work so hard when you have so much money? I'm making a big difference. That's what it's about. I look at like famous wealthy people that they make a big difference. Like you look at like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and Elon Musk, they probably give away more money than anybody in the world. They probably give away more money than the government gives away. So I want to be one of those guys that I have a pretty big charitable trust that I fund every year. I give a lot of money to charity. I want to give more and more money. I will tell you this. By the time I'm dead, half of my money will be in a charitable trust and half of my money will be in a dynasty trust that will carry on for my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, my great-great-great-grandchildren. Everybody will get college educations. Everybody will get down payments on houses. Everybody will get an income forever. So for me, I wanted to provide for my family. I wanted to create a retirement. Then I wanted to create a legacy. In the Bible, in Proverbs, it says, leave your children's children an inheritance. That means two things. Leave them stuff, cars, land, animals, money. But it also means, spiritually, teach them about God. Teach them about right from wrong. Teach them how God works and why God does the things he does and how to understand and honor God. So I think that the Bible literally means what it says. Leave your children's children inheritance. Leave money that carries on for generations. I believe in that, but I also, as a spiritual meaning, leave your children lessons about God, lessons about generosity, lessons about kindness. These are good things. Listen, there's nobody that would ever read the Bible that say they didn't get it. Be good, be kind, do the right thing, be humble, take care of people. Now, at my event, I have one word that I have to do this week. One word. It is not to dominate. I want to dominate. It is not my word. My word this week at the event is to serve. To literally serve people. Feed them, listen to them, take care of them, find their pain points. Now, in sales, I'm telling you all a secret. If you identify your client's pain points, like I have 17 to 20, I don't know what the final count is, that are coming to my event that paid. I got 340 members. I would have liked 130 guests at the room. So I fell short by about 10 to 13. So I got to figure out how to do a better job getting a few more clients. So that's a pain point. I was short about 13 clients. Now, I'm going to sign up a ton of them that want to go in coaching. Why wouldn't they? They're going to get wealthy. They're going to get balanced. They're going to save a lot of money. They're going to run really good teams. They're going to cut their hours. Everybody should be in coaching. Listen, I have a personal trainer. I told you about Roy. Roy is my Jesus coach, and he's my marriage coach. And then I have a personal trainer. And Eric, I'll work out with Eric late tonight. And Eric makes sure that I do 1,000 reps, that I stay skinny. He knows I want to stay around 185. If I get over 185, he puts me on a diet. If I'm under 185, he tells me to eat at McDonald's. I love Eric. So under 185, eat at McDonald's. Over 185, eat some carrots. So it's pretty simple to have a range of where you need to stay. In your business, in your body, everywhere you need a range of when do I make changes? For me, last year I fell about 32% in income. That was the first year I had ever fell apart. I didn't take good care of my coaches. I didn't take good care of my clients. I wasn't taking great care of my loan reps. So I fell a little bit. Now I'm rebuilt and I'm already back up like 34% because I've done the work and I've changed my business. Now, what is the secret when you don't like your numbers? I'm going to tell you the secret, more of you. I've made more phone calls. I've done more shows. I've had more Zoom meetings. That's the secret. The secret is more of Michael Jordan to win the game. The secret is there's more Adam Cobb in his business than most big realtors have in their business. The secret is there's more of me in my coaching business at the core training than there is in people in their coaching business. I got lucky and somebody bought me a half hour with John Maxwell about a month ago. And listen, I idolize John Maxwell. I read him every day. Today it talked about you got to have mentors. I believe in mentors, coaches. I believe in all that. So I got on a call with John Maxwell and we got to talking, and he's mucho older than me. He's probably late 70s, 80 years old. So he writes books and he does talks. He's not really involved in his business. That's not how I am. I'm fully involved in my business. I believe you have to be an owner-operator. So my rules, if you're not making the most phone calls, you're not doing good. If you're not in the mud fixing all the problems, you're not doing good. If you don't own your P&L and analyze your P&L and look at it and find out what's wrong or what you can change, you're not doing well. So because I'm in big coaching mode, because I'm at my event, I'm a little more fired up than them. But I will tell you this. If you're a realtor lender and you want to do better, hire me. Hire my company, The Core Training. I've got a subscription that you can get onto on this podcast for $99 a month. You get access to everything I teach. You get classes from the summit. I'm telling you, I give more training away for $99 than anybody will ever give you. And I will teach you more about real estate and lending. I don't care if you're brand new or the biggest realtor on the planet. Second, if you want some real accountability, I have a program that you can go online, talk to one of my salespeople or one of my trainers. I have 3 levels. I have entry level under 10 million for $750 a month. I got 10 to 20 million, $1,500 a month. And I got over 20 million for $3,500 a month. Adam is in my high-end coaching program. All my coaches are in my high-end coaching program. If you want to be great, you got to hang around people that are great. I believe that in the real estate and lending business, my coaches, me, my clients are the best there is. April, I had a really good month. I had 40 loan reps. I closed 267 loans for $91 million. I made around 52 basis points profit. Now, if you talk to anybody that owns a mortgage group or owns a branch, those are really, really good numbers. All my coaches are active loan reps, active branch managers, active realtors. So all our coaches are in the business and really good at it. So here's what I'll tell you. I am thrilled that you're watching my podcast. 320,000 people opened something of mine last month. That was a record in social media, platforms, all over the place, that all these people are looking at these different things. Now, enough people did not raise their hand because I think people are just like watching. I think you got to get involved. So find a level, whether it's a subscription, level 1, level 2, if you do 20 million, come to my event in November, spend $5,000, come hang out with me and my coaches for 3 days. I'll change your life. But I'll tell you this, if it's not me that you're going to hire, go hire somebody. I don't care what business you're in. Like, I got a lot of people watching my stuff from different industries. It's cool. I'll tell you this. Get a coach. You see, I'm helping other businesses. Like if you're a really serious businessman and you're really big and you want to hire me, we'll probably work something out privately. I coach a financial planner for 15 years. He's the number 10 financial planner. He'll be on the podcast next week. He's got $4 billion under management. He nets about $15 million a year. He's a great financial planner. I've coached him for a long time. I coach a lot of people in a lot of industries. If you're in a different industry and you want to pay me a lot of money to help you, I will be glad to help you and your organization. But listen, with me, 2 words matter: surrender and obedience. If you can't surrender to my authority and my process, and you can't be obedient to the homework I give you, I'm not interested in helping you. Because listen, I have failure issues and value issues. So let me explain that. Growing up as a kid, I didn't grow up in a very good family, and I never really felt cared for. So to me, I want to be really valuable so people care for me. That's important to me. Now, growing up as a kid, because I never really had any successes, everybody always said that I would be a failure, so I have failure issues. So if I take you on as a client or an employee, you are going to do well. There is no negotiating. Like this guy sitting here in front of this camera, he is going to succeed because I hired him. He is going to make more money, save more money, give money away. He's going to get in shape. He's going to tighten up his relationship, or he shouldn't work for me. Now, just so you know, there's a verse in the Bible that I love. And listen to this verse, and we'll close on this today. Give your all in all you do unto the Lord. I will tell you this. Like me, dislike me. Believe in me, don't believe in me. Think I'm smart or full crap. Whatever you think, I will tell you this. I am all in all I do. Every client gets my all. Every employee gets my all. My yard gets my all. My animals get my all. My cat gets my all to make sure that Sassy the cat is happy. So, yes, there are 4 dogs, 2 Great Danes named after cars, Ford and Chevy. There are 2 farm dogs named Duke and Mabel. They are Great Pyrenees. And there's a cat named Sassy, on top of about 60 other animals. And I will tell you this, I just got 7 baby ducks and 6 baby chickens, and they are so fun and so fluffy. And I love getting down on the ground and getting them out of the incubators and playing with them. They're about a week old, so I'm super excited about my ducks and chickens. I'm in San Antonio. I got to blow my clients away this week. I have to serve at the highest level I've ever served. And hopefully a bunch of them will want to join me and go on a coaching journey with me. I want you all to have a great week. I think that the market is just going to boom this year. I think we're just a couple moves away to taking off. I want you to have a great week. Rick Ruby, Street Smart Millionaire, and the Core Training. Have a great one.